Let me take you back to a fascinating piece of naval history that might surprise you. You've probably heard of ironclad warships, those powerful vessels covered in metal armor that revolutionized naval warfare. Most people think they first appeared during the American Civil War with the famous USS Monitor and CSS Virginia. But here's the twist, they're wrong by about 300 years. In the late 16th century, on the other side of the world, Korea's Joseon dynasty was creating something revolutionary. They called them gyeobukseon, or turtle ships. These weren't just any vessels. They were the world's first ironclad warships, and their story is absolutely incredible. Imagine a ship covered with a rounded turtle-like shell made of iron plates, with sharp metal spikes protruding from the roof to prevent enemy boarding. The deck was completely covered, protecting Korean sailors from arrow fire and musket shots. And here's the clever part. They even placed a dragon's head at the bow that could spew smoke to intimidate enemies and launch fire attacks. These technological marvels were the brainchild of Admiral Yi Sun-sin, one of history's greatest naval commanders. The timing couldn't have been better. When Japan launched its massive invasion of Korea in 1592, these turtle ships proved absolutely devastating. Despite being outnumbered, the Korean Navy, led by these ironclad vessels, repeatedly defeated the Japanese fleet. Think about it. While European navies were still relying on wooden ships that could easily catch fire or be torn apart by cannon fire, Korea had already developed armored vessels that were practically invulnerable to the weapons of their time. It would take the West nearly 3 centuries to catch up to this innovation. What makes this even more remarkable is that these ships weren't just defensive fortresses. They were agile and deadly. Their powerful ram could sink enemy ships, while their multiple cannon ports could fire in any direction. They were essentially the tanks of the sea, centuries before tanks were invented. This is a perfect example of how history sometimes surprises us, challenging our assumptions about who invented what and when. The next time someone mentions ironclad warships, you can tell them about these remarkable Korean vessels that were centuries ahead of their time.